7 hidden signs of a hater. Now, I'm not even going to do an introduction for this one because it is too damn hot for all that. And I'm already sweating like a Baptist pastor on a Saturday afternoon in July. Now, number 1, they undermine your achievements and magnify your troubles or your failures. Now, this one is a 2-for-1 special, right? This is a 2-for-1 combo right here. The first part of this is they undermine your achievements. Now, what that looks like in most cases is when you have something that you're looking to celebrate, something that was a win for you, right? Let's say you get a promotion, and so you want to share that with the people you love. You go to your family, your friends, or whoever the perceived hater may be, and you let them know, hey, I just got the promotion. Now, instead of celebrating you, what they do is find a way to undermine that win. So they might tell you, oh, everybody's getting promotions nowadays. Didn't you hear? They're pretty much just giving those away. Now, they might not be this blatant, but in some way, shape, or form, they look to undermine that win to make it seem as if it is less than. And again, this is a mechanism that they use very slyly. Sometimes they could just slip it in as a single little comment that has you doubting whether or not you should even be celebrating that win. And I'm going to remind you, celebrate every step of the way. Don't just wait to get the grand prize. Celebrate every single step that you take. But the hater, they're going to undermine you, period. And the second part of that is they magnify your troubles, which means they put a magnifying glass on the worries or the stressors or the failures or the things that aren't going right within your life, almost as reminders of what is not there, because that's what they do to themselves all day. They magnify the worry, so they complain all day, they stress all day, they speak on all the things that are going wrong, and they can't look at anything to truly appreciate, authentically appreciate, outside of a place of insecurity within their own lives. That part. Number 2, they enable your toxic behaviors and ignore the positive ones. Example, let's say you said, okay, I'm going to stop smoking, drinking, partying, and sleeping around. And so you let that be known. I'm going to stop smoking, drinking, partying, and sleeping around, right? You let them know, you let your loved ones know, whoever it may be. And all of a sudden, you get a phone call that night and they say, hey, we're going out tonight. We about to smoke, we about to drink, we about to party, and we about to get some. And you think to yourself, man, I just told this individual I don't want to do these things anymore. But they're looking to enable those. And so maybe sometimes you fall short. Maybe you say you're going to smoke a little less, drink a little less, party a little less, stop sleeping around, hopefully a lot less. And all of a sudden you see them looking for ways to bring you back into those types of activities, right? In slick ways most times, right? Real slick ways enabling. And then when you do, they pat you on the back. That's when they celebrate you, right? It's crazy because when I was an addict, I was celebrated more by the people around me than when I was no longer on those substances. As soon as I stepped out of that lifestyle, nobody was patting me on the back. As a matter of fact, I was being questioned more. Why don't you drink? Why don't you smoke? Why don't you do these things? As opposed to, congratulations for being an individual who has chosen better for yourself. And so, on the other side of that, or on the flip side of that coin, they will ignore the positive behaviors that you have. So when you start going to the gym and you start eating healthy, you start taking care of yourself, they're not going to acknowledge those parts. As a matter of fact, getting into number 3 is they guilt trip you into your destructive behaviors. Now, what that looks like is a more extreme version of number 2, which is they not only enable those toxic behaviors, but they now make you feel guilty. They look to trigger your guilt consciousness in order for you to get back into the very same activities that made them comfortable to be around you. So if it was that drinking, that smoking, that partying, that sleeping around, when you make a decision no longer to do those things, they're going to all of a sudden tell you that you're changing. Man, I remember when we used to have fun. You don't have fun no more, right? They'll look to shame and guilt you. Oh, man, it's just, ever since you got that new job, you've been acting kind of different. Ever since you got in that relationship, you're just not the same anymore. I remember when we used to spend more time together, it's like you don't even care about a relationship. Now, this can be found in relationships, out of relationship, in any type of relationship dynamic, right? Mostly in the intimate relationships, you find this. When somebody starts to glow up a little bit, oh, man, you just don't spend enough time with me anymore, blah, 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 blah. When in reality, it's because you're spending more of your energy on those things that feed your high self as opposed to your lower nature. Number 4, they always find a way to make your wins about them. Now, this is one I got a question about on Instagram when I made a short form version of this. Make sure to follow my IG, Aquarius Waive, exact same name. They always find a way to make your wins about them. Now, what this looks like, just one Little example is, let's say, again, you get that promotion. So you tell me, hey, I just got this promotion. They'll tell you, oh, that's crazy because I just got 2 promotions, right? It's almost like that story topping energy. When somebody is looking to make your wins about them, they're basically either story topping in a positive or a negative frame. So you say you just climbed a mountain, they're going to say that they climbed Everest. If you say you climbed Everest, they say, oh, I climbed it twice actually. Right? Or they'll say, oh man, I can't climb anything because ever since what happened to my legs, now I can't really even do anything anymore. They will always find a way to make your win about them, whether it's positive or negative reinforcement. All they're looking to do is usurp the energy, bring themselves to a higher or more superior level, even if that means deprecating themselves in the process. An individual who is insecure about themselves and then projects that as hate towards other success will look to step on you as opposed to step up for themselves. That's a bar. Number 5 is they jokingly insult you about your good qualities. Now, this one is real slick, real sly, right? Sometimes it would just fly by, but I believe that in every joke there is truth. That's why comedy is so successful, is because there is always a truth in the joke, at least a funny one, right? And so they will find ways to insult you about things that are good about you, your good qualities. Let's say you got them cute baby hairs or whatever. They'll, oh, look at you, baby hair, gaga goo goo girl, right? Okay, ooh, look at me with my baby hairs. They just jealous. They hating on your baby hairs. They wish they had some baby hairs like your baby hairs, but they lost all their edges. Their edges are pressed to they ain't even edges no more. They're a cliff. They're a cliffhanger. They don't have edges anymore. They have a cliffhanger. And so they're jealous of what you have, and so they're going to insult your good qualities. Let's say you start putting on some muscle in the gym. Oh, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger over here. Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger thinks they're better than everybody else. Like, they will always find a way to make that thing about themselves. They will always find a way to bring energy to themselves, and they'll always find a way to make you feel as if you are less than. That is the modus operandi, the driving motor of a hater, period. Number 6, they love drama and always make sure to include you in it. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean they always bring you into the situation, but sometimes they just look to bring you the bad news. And for us who are growing, who are looking to aspire towards greater things, to evolve into the highest state of being, we want to cut out the drama and the nonsense and the slander and all that goofy stuff. But individuals may come into your experience and test that. Are you really somebody who is about that life, about that non-gossip and non-drama life? And so you will have individuals who know that you're not necessarily somebody who likes to entertain those things, yet they will bring it to you, just like, somebody who knows that you're no longer smoking will bring you a cigarette or bring you that joint or bring you that backwood if you're in the hood. They will do certain things or say certain things or bring certain information to you that's going to keep you at that low vibrational frequency. That is their only job. Their only mission in life is to bring everybody else right back into that barrel that they're existing with the rest of them crabs that are pulling each other down. That's a hater's modus operandi, their driving motor, their reason for existence. Until they heal from within, this is all they know how to do. Number 7. That's 7. That is 7. Number 7 is they watch but don't like your posts. Now, this one is not just designated to those on social media or creating content, etc. I really mean this as a principle, right? Or as a philosophy. It's like you don't have to be on social media. You could be creating a business. Let's say you're selling pizzas at the pizzeria, and every time they come down, they either want a discount or they want something free, right? Or they don't come at all. If they ain't got no money, or if they know that you're not going to give anything to them for free, they're not going to come at all. But they'll go to the pizzeria right next door, right? They're going to be on your Instagram and they're going to see your pictures. They're going to see your videos. They're going to see you doing your thing and they ain't going to like it. They're going to see your movies and theaters and they're not going to buy the ticket. They don't want to go see it because it's going to trigger their insecurities. And so again, you'll find at the more tame level is somebody who always wants a hookup, or always wants something for free, right? They undermine the value of what you have to give, or they'll only use it as a way to bring attention to themselves, which is, I know who owns the lounge. I know who owns the grocery store. I know who owns a nail salon, so they'll bring their people around just to make them look better, but it's not about you. But as soon as it's time to support, you ask, hey, I need, some fundraising, or, are you willing to buy a t-shirt from my apparel store, or my new brand or whatever? Crickets. And I've had people close to me, and I really had to start watching this, not to be jaded off of it, right? It's not to be jaded or to be bitter about this or resentful about this, but I had to start watching, like, who's actually showing support. And I was very surprised to find that some of the people with the biggest mouths about how much they love and support me wouldn't even like a post, wouldn't even share a video. They watch them every day. I no longer have, like, for the last 5 years, I've not had that app that shows you who's ghost watching, because I'll be honest, like, that thing right there would have every relationship in my life different. If I realized how many people are just watching every single day, just peeping, but they ain't liking a damn post. And that has nothing to do with anything besides that self-hatred that's projected onto you who is doing something with your life. Because I've made it a point now that I like everything that I watch. If I watch your video, whatever it is, the only reason I wouldn't like it is if I forget. So right now, make sure to like this video. Make sure not to be a hater. No, don't be a hater and like this. Maybe you are a hater. So if you're a hater, don't like this video at all. But I know you loving this because you're watching this still. And this is creating value or giving value to you. This is edifying your life. Like this video. I'm going to like yours too. I watch yours. It gives me value. I'm going to like your video. It's free. It literally costs us nothing. And yet they put such an emphasis on making sure not to give you that, because they believe in them not supporting you, you're not going to succeed, therefore you're not going to change, therefore you're not going to mess up whatever image they have in their head of who you're supposed to be. Because you hold a space in their mind, and they hold you in that place in order for them to be comfortable. As soon as you move from that place, they no longer know what to do with you. And now you become a representation, a reflection of those very same things that they're running from. Now it's a wrap for them. So let me run through these real quick one more time. I'm going to eat, hit the gym, and get up out of here. I got to hit these Z's. Number one is they undermine your achievements and magnify your troubles. Number two, they enable your toxic behaviors and ignore the positive ones. Number three, they guilt trip you into self-sabotaging behaviors. Number four, they always find a way to make your wins about them. Number five is they jokingly insult you about your good qualities. Number six, they love drama and always make sure to include you in it. Don't be that person, by the way. And number seven, they watch but don't like your posts. Now, if you are dealing with a true, classic, classified, certified, official hater, don't even worry about it. Know that you can take that energy and transmute it into something you could use. The reason I create awareness is just so you know what's going on, so you stay wokey woke. But as soon as you know what is going on, you use that energy for your good. I got people, especially on Instagram right now, right? All my platforms are going to be huge. I'm going to tell you that right now. Millions and millions of followers. Thank you for everybody who sees that in me, but I see it in myself first. I'm going to have multis and millions of people following, etc. We're building empires over here, right? We're building platforms for ourselves and for those around us. And I already see it at this level. Like, on YouTube, barely 1,500 right now, but it's going to be, 50 million soon. On Instagram, 23 or 26,000, whatever it is. I still see haters in the comment section right now at those numbers. Just imagine how magnified it's going to be when it's the multis of millions. So you got to understand that it comes with the territory, and you can actually use that energy for your good. Yeah, I can't help but read the messages because I want to reply to those who show love, but I've learned to become reflective, self-aware, and meditative about this practice, is that I will use your energy for my good. I know that at the end of the day, you're actually just added to the engagement. Like, if you got a real hater who's talking about you, like who is dedicated to talking about you, they're bringing fans to your store, to, your nail salon, whatever you got going on, they're bringing people to you. The people who talk about me the most have made me more fans than probably like the people who are neutral about me, right? Some people say, oh, he's pretty good. He's got pretty good content. I'll check it out. But if somebody says, oh, I hate him, I can't stand him. Ooh, BS. He don't know what he's talking about. Look at this video. And they'll show people. They'll be like, look at this video. And they'll tag each other. Look at this video. They'll tag 15 people down there. Look at this video. This man don't know what he's talking about. They just got me 15 more people to watch. And then maybe another 15 from those 15 people. And so thank you. They're a blessing. Once you start to see what a hater truly is your greatest support. Shout out to one of my followers on IG who actually just sent that. Let me get a shout out. What's your name? Joy Sunshine. is what she's under right now. Joy Sunshine, she said, Lord have mercy. She said, they're really super fans. That's absolutely what they are. They are super fans. That's what a hater is. They are obsessed with you. They are obsessed with whatever you got going on. And so they can't help but to project their own insecurities onto you. Otherwise, they wouldn't care. Like, there's two sides. There's a fan, and there's a hater. And then there's people in the middle who are indifferent, who could give a damn less. The fans and the haters are one and the same people. It's just that the haters haven't figured out that they're a fan yet. That's all that's going on. So anyway, I appreciate you for watching this video. Make sure to stay tuned, stay tapped in. We got so much coming your way for the rest of eternity. We're here building an empire that is here to transform the world. Conscious creators matter, period. Love you. I appreciate you. Peace.